Hello there you guys, welcome to one of my videos. Going to be giving you the player ratings for Manchester United's 3-0 win against Tottenham at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. So we'll start with David De Gea. I'll give him a 6 out of 10. Had little to do in the game. I recall him making one poor kick out in the game. De Gea has done really well though so far this season. De Gea was in goal in the 5-0 defeat to Liverpool last Sunday, and revert back to what I said, De Gea was blameless for all of Liverpool's 5 goals, but he made like 3 good saves in the game against Liverpool to deny Trent Alexander-Arnold, he denied Salah, and he denied Firmino. Don't forget De Gea reclaimed the number 1 spot back. In the summer, De Gea decided to cut short his holiday by 2 weeks to fight for the starting place, and De Gea said he's determined to fight for his Old Trafford future. De Gea has won everything domestically at the football club, and he's made over 500 appearances for Man United in all competitions. He's made mistakes in the last couple of years, but he's made up for them mistakes so far this season. De Gea has got under 2 years left on his contract, and he receives £375,000 a week. This season is De Gea's 11th season at Man United, so he's been a long servant. He's been with us since the Ferguson era. So he's getting a 6 out of 10. Aaron Wan-Bissaka, I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10. I thought he endured a very good game today. I thought defensively he was very good. He showed good attacking intent. He got in some very good positions. He threaded some good crosses into the 6-yard box as well. And Wan-Bissaka needs to continue with them performances. He's one of the best right-backs we've had since Gary Neville. Bissaka played in the 5-0 defeat to Liverpool last Sunday. He started that game well, but obviously lost the pace as the game went on. This season is Aaron Wan-Bissaka's 3rd full season at Man United. We got him for 50 million from Crystal Palace back in the summer of 2019. Aaron Wan-Bissaka was playing at right wing back today. Luke Shaw, I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10. Enjoyed a good game. I thought Luke Shaw showed good attacking intent. He provided that width. And I thought defensively he was good. Luke Shaw did get a booking in the game. Luke Shaw was far superior today to the Liverpool game last Sunday, because I thought last Sunday against Liverpool Luke Shaw was abysmal. He was accountable for 2 or 3 of Liverpool's goals. Shaw was playing at left wing back. Up until today though, Luke Shaw's been out of form. Luke Shaw was very good last season, and I reckon that he's had a good career at Manchester United despite the injuries he's had. Shaw's been at Manchester United for like 7.5 years, so he's been a long-serving player, and Shaw still remains our first choice left back despite the arrival of Alex Telles. Shaw's got under 2 years left on his contract. Now I'll go to the 3 centre-halves. Victor Lindelof, I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10. You know, he put a good performance out today. Looked very composed and brought the ball out well from the back. Despite that though, I've got my reservations about Lindelof. I'll always have my strong reservations about Victor Lindelof. Lindelof's been at Manchester United for like 4.5 years. We got Lindelof from Benfica back in 2017 for 31 million and he's got a contract with Man United until 2024. Harry Maguire, he's going to get a 7 out of 10. He put a very good performance out today. I thought Maguire looked well composed. He brought the ball out well from the back. Maguire, to be honest with you, looks much better in a back three than a back four. Maguire was abysmal in the 5-0 defeat to Liverpool last Sunday. He was accountable for, 2 of Liverpool's goals. Don't forget there was one part where Maguire and Luke Shaw got in a tussle that obviously led to Liverpool's second goal. But now Maguire has got to keep playing well, because he obviously played very well today. Maguire played against Atalanta earlier on in the season. He scored in that game. He played in the 4-2 defeat to Leicester. And he was abysmal in that game because he made some howlers. But he shouldn't have played against Leicester, and I heavily criticised Solskjaer for playing Maguire against Leicester because in that particular game, Maguire didn't look fully fit. Maguire come back from a calf injury not so long ago. Man United overpaid for Maguire, got him in a deal worth 80 million from Leicester. He's the most expensive centre-half in the world at the moment and the second most expensive signing at the club. By the way, I think Maguire did get butts today, didn't he? Rafael Varan, he's going to get an 8 out of 10. I thought Varan did very, very well on his return. For defensively good, looked well composed, brought the ball out well from the back, and he actually looked quite effective in the air. Don't forget Varan was out with a groin injury for quite a while, but now it's good he's back in the team. Varan has done well in a lot of games for Man United so far, but on the other side of things there's been quite a few games where he's looked off the pace. Manchester United got Varan in a deal worth 41 million with add-ons included. Man United paid like 34 million up front. Varan's got a contract with Man United till 2025. There's an option of a further year. And Varan to Manchester United was official just before kick-off against Leeds, which was the opening day. Varan is regarded as one of the best centre-halves in the world. He's highly experienced, and Varan has got a good pedigree behind him. Look at the amount of silverware he won when he was at Real Madrid, and he was also a long-serving player when he was at Real Madrid. So yeah, 8 out of 10 for him. Fred, I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10. I thought Fred enjoyed a good game. You know, Fred looked energetic. He passed the ball well at times. He kept possession well. Fred also had a good chance in the game as well from long range. Produced a good save from Hugo Lloris. Fred did get a yellow card in the game. Despite Fred performing well today, I've still got my concerns about him. I still think Man United need to sell him next year. We got Fred in a deal worth 50 million from Shakhtar Donetsk. I've got to make an admission regarding Fred. I thought he was an exceptional player when he was at Ukraine. Scott McTominay, he's going to get a 7 out of 10. I thought he put a good performance out today as well. Controlled that midfield. I think McTominay does need more time at Manchester United. He's still young. He's got a lot of development in him. He's been part of the club for a long time as it stands. And just after the first lockdown last year, McTominay signed a 5-year contract with Man United. So, reflecting on that, he committed his future to the club. Solskjaer plays Fred and McTominay a lot in that midfield. And obviously, there has been United fans having a go at Solskjaer for persistently playing Fred and McTominay in midfield. Bruno Fernandez, he's going to get a 8 out of 10. He was superb today. Bruno Fernandez' contribution for both goals was world class. Fernandez played in the 5-0 defeat to Liverpool last weekend. Weren't too good in that one, but he did have an early chance and he skied it. Fernandez should have done much better with that. Fernandez is one of our best players and he's one of the best signings we've made since Ferguson retired. In most of his games at Manchester United, he's been very consistent. On the other side of things, there's been quite a few games where he's looked off the pace. But he starts the vast majority of Manchester United's games, so obviously reflecting on that, he will get lethargic. Fernandez has been a Manchester United player for almost 2 years now. Last season he won Player of the Year and he's won Player of the Month quite a few times, reflecting on his good performances. We got Fernandez from Sporting Lisbon back in January 2020. Earlier on this season, Fernandez did make it clear that he wants to stay at Manchester United. And when Fernandez came in, he said he's come to Manchester to win trophies. Earlier on this season, it said Fernandez was close to signing a new 5-year contract with Man United worth £250,000 a week with the signing of Ronaldo. At the moment, Fernandez has got a contract with Man United till 2025. There's an option of a further 12 months. Edison Cavani, he's going to get a 8 out of 10. Cavani was fantastic today. Cavani scored the second goal. Lovely little dink over Hugo Lloris. Cavani also had a good headed chance in the first half, just went wide. But Cavani, his hold-up play is good. His movement in and around the box is good. He creates very good chances and he scores very, very good goals. Cavani was playing alongside Ronaldo. That was intriguing. We stick with this formation from now. Obviously, Cavani will get his opportunities. Because Cavani did initially lose his place in the team with us re-signing Ronaldo, but obviously it did say before that Man United were considering a formation change which will allow Solskjaer to play 2 strikers. But with regards to Cavani, he was out with injury earlier on this season and he was a miss. I think Cavani will be leaving Man United next year, unfortunately. I can't say I want him to leave though with the impact he's made since he's come in. Cavani's got under a year left on his contract. Back in May, Cavani signed a 1-year contract extension and he receives over £200,000 a week. Cavani's got a very good pedigree behind him. Look at the amount of silverware he won when he was at PSG. And he was also a long-serving player when he was at PSG. So 8 out of 10 for Cavani, yeah. Cristiano Ronaldo, he's going to get a 9 out of 10. Ronaldo scored a fantastic goal. Executed the volley to perfection. It was from a tight angle as well. You know, Ben Davies got caught out. Ronaldo also got an assist in the game. That was his first assist since he re-signed for Man United, and he also had a goal disallowed in the game. Ronaldo has scored 7 goals now in all competitions since he re-signed for Manchester United. Ronaldo played in the 5-0 defeat to Liverpool last week, and he had a disallowed goal in that game. Ronaldo was also looking up to be sent off in the game against Liverpool for kicking Curtis Jones. Ronaldo also scored the winner against Atalanta earlier on in the season, so he saved us in that game. He saved us against Villarreal earlier on in the season. Ronaldo did play in the 4-2 defeat to Leicester earlier on in the season. Don't forget, Ronaldo tried to storm off the pitch in that game, but Solskjaer stopped him. But yeah, Ronaldo's been superb since he's re-signed. I said he was going to do good, didn't I? For September, don't forget, Ronaldo got named Premier League Player of the Month. We got Ronaldo for 19.8 million with add-ons included. He wears the number 7 shirt at Man United as well, and he's got a contract with Man United till 2023. There's an option of a further year. And Ronaldo receives £480,000 a week, so he's the highest earner at Man United at the moment. So yep, 9 out of 10. Manchester United brought substitutions on in the game. Obviously, Marcus Rashford came on. He's going to get a 8 out of 10. You know, Rashford did well when he came on, obviously scored the 3rd goal. It was a breakaway goal. And I've got to give credit to Marcus Rashford because I think he's done really well since he's come back. Apart from the Liverpool game. Disregarding the Liverpool game, he's done well. You know, good today when he came on. He was also good against Atalanta. You know, scored in that one. And he also scored in his comeback in the 4-2 defeat to Leicester a couple of weeks ago now, was it? Rashford was very poor against Liverpool last Sunday though. You know, his positioning was poor. And he played an horrendous back pass to Mohamed Salah. That could have been costly. He did have a good chance from long range against Liverpool, just went wide. You know, don't forget Rashford was out with a shoulder injury for a while. And at one point he had to have an operation on his shoulder. Rashford's been part of the club for a long time though. He's been a United player since the age of 7 and he's been in our senior squad since 2016. You know, Rashford's got a contract with Man United till 2023. There's an option of a further year. We saw Matic come on. I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10 because Matic got the assist for Marcus Rashford's 3rd goal. To be honest with you, I think there's a good chance that Manchester United will offload Matic next year because he's not one of our first choice midfielders, but despite that, Matic still seems to get his opportunities. Matic has been at Manchester United for like 4.5 years now. We got Matic from Chelsea back in 2017 for 40 million. Last time I read up, I heard that Barcelona were interested in him. And Jesse Lingard, he came on. I'll give him a 6 out of 10. I was hearing that Lingard could have started the game today, but obviously he didn't. Lingard doesn't really get in the team now, does he? And as you all know, Lingard is planning to run down his contract. It said earlier on this season that Lingard rejected a new Man United contract offer because of 2 players. The other month it said Lingard rejected a Man United contract over playing time concerns. Lingard's current contract at Man United expires at the end of the season, and ESPN said earlier on this season that Lingard is a target for Barcelona and AC Milan, but he has been part of the club for a long time. Last season Lingard enjoyed a 4-month loan spell with West Ham and he made an impact. So that is your player ratings from Manchester United's 3-0 win against Tottenham. Like I said on the match reaction, Manchester United responded well to the 5-0 defeat from Liverpool last Sunday. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's job is saved. Because if Manchester United would have lost today, there'd have been a good chance that Solskjaer would have got sacked. It's a crucial win for Solskjaer. And I've got to give Ole Gunnar Solskjaer credit today. Revert back to what I said on my match reaction, because I thought, Solskjaer's team selection was correct and his substitutions were correct. Obviously, Van der Beek, he played no part again. I can assure Van der Beek is leaving in January. And Jadon Sancho, he played no part either. Solskjaer's got to give Sancho, his opportunities. I don't think he's getting enough, game time. We got Sancho for £78 million with add-ons included, didn't we? In the summer transfer window. But when Solskjaer has played Sancho, he's persistently played him out of position. And no Eric Bailly played today either. I think Bailly will go next year, because Bailly's lost his place in the team. Lost his place in the team a while ago, obviously with the signing of Varan in the summer transfer window. And obviously Solskjaer prefers Lindelof ahead of Eric Bailly. But like I said, we needed that win today. I wasn't expecting 3-0, to be honest with you. Because prior to the game today, Manchester United were winless in their last 4 league games. And obviously, reflecting on the win today, it takes Manchester United up to 5th in the table. From a Tottenham perspective, they'll be very, very disappointed, with their team's performance. Tottenham were poor today. I thought in the first 7-8 minutes, Tottenham did have a lot of the possession but didn't really do much with it. Human Son actually had a good chance in the first half from close range, put it over the bar, didn't take it down fully. Tottenham did have a disallowed goal. Obviously, Cristiano Ronaldo scored. It came from the corner. It was the correct decision from the referee. Cristiano Ronaldo was just offside. Tottenham, lost today. They did win in midweek against Burnley in the Carabao Cup. And they lost last weekend in the league to West Ham. Prior to this game, Tottenham were 6th in the Premier League. I presume they've gone lower down now. Obviously, a lot of Tottenham fans booed at the full-time whistle. Nuno Santo is under pressure at Tottenham. Obviously, he was under pressure going into the game anyway, but he'll be under more pressure now. Tottenham appointed Nuno Santo in the summer. He's got a contract with Tottenham until 2023. Nuno Santo did a good job when he was at Wolves though. He endured 4 years with Wolves and he guided Wolves to 2 7th place finishes in the Premier League. Got Wolves to the FA Cup semi-final for the first time in 21 years, and he got Wolves up to the Premier League from the Championship. Santo left Wolves at the end of last season. Before Santo, Tottenham had Mourinho. Obviously, Tottenham sacked Jose Mourinho last season. And before then, they had Mauricio Pochettino. And I think Tottenham made a big mistake getting rid of Mauricio Pochettino. Because I thought Pochettino was a good manager, despite him not winning anything. Pochettino endured a 5.5-year tenure with Tottenham. Analysing the vast majority of his tenure, Tottenham were competing in and out of the top 4. And in 2018, Pochettino guided Tottenham to their first ever Champions League final. But yes, since Tottenham sacked Pochettino, Tottenham have gone downhill. Tottenham were only missing 2 players today, as far as I'm aware. Obviously, there was no Ryan Sessegnon out with injury. And there was no Brian Gill because he picked up an injury just before the game, I think. Tottenham offloaded quite a few players in this year's summer transfer window. Obviously, they let Serge Aurier go. They let Danny Rose go, they let Sissoko go, they let Eric Lamela go, and they also let Toby Alderweireld go. And there's also other players they let go as well. Couple of years ago now, they offloaded Christian Eriksen. You know, he went to Inter Milan. I think Tottenham made a mistake getting rid of him. But yeah, Manchester United winning today 3-0. You know, we beat Tottenham last season at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium 3-1, come from behind in that game. Tottenham did beat us at Old Trafford last season 6-1. And I think that was the first time we'd lost 6-1 at Old Trafford since the 6-1 defeat to Man City back in 2011. Don't forget, Manchester United have done business with Tottenham before. You know, we got Michael Carrick off them a long time ago, and we got Dimitar Berbatov off them a long time ago. And as you all know, Tottenham's chairman is Daniel Levy. When it comes to transfer, you know, negotiations, you know, Daniel Levy is very, very ruthless. So yeah, hopefully Manchester United now can build on this win today, and I'm hoping we can go on what, a 9, 10, 11 game winning run. I presume some pressure would have eased off Solskjaer today, reflecting on the win, but he'll be still under some kind of pressure because it is only 1 game. Next up is Atalanta in the Champions League. I think that's Tuesday or Wednesday, and next week is the big one, Manchester City. And that's a game we definitely have to win. And Manchester City surprisingly lost today at home to Crystal Palace 2-0. On the day, we can beat Man City. We can beat anybody on the day. You know, is Solskjaer now going to stick with the 3-5-2 formation, or is he going to revert back to the 4-2-3-1 formation? That is the question. But prior to this game, the Mirror did say that Solskjaer's obviously been given 3 games to save his job. Obviously, one of them games has been played now. So anyway, guys, that's everything to update for today. Drop your comments, likes below on the channel. If you do, consider subscribe as always, and take care. God bless. See you all again very, very soon.